Yes, thank you. You.
Take a seat.
Hello, thank you.
Okay, I've brought you here today and we're going to go through your performance review.
Right.
I gave you some documents to fill in, so
Yes,
you've got
yeah.
your notes there.
Yeah.
If we can just discuss what you've written down and,
Yeah, of course.
and we'll go from there.
No problem at all.
Okay, so one of your first targets was to continue to meet sales conversion targets.
Yeah.
So if we can just go through your notes. And,
Yeah, of course. Well, obviously, the past 6 months have been very difficult. Losing both my parents quite close together 6 months ago was a lot to take in and a lot to deal with, as you know, and I do think it's had a negative impact on my work. I feel that I haven't been able to meet the targets that were set, and I haven't been able to really show what I can do in the last 6 months. I feel like the last couple of weeks have gradually started to see myself get back to where I used to be, and looking at my past targets and results that I'd done in the last year and beyond, I've definitely exceeded in them. So I think it just goes to show that this rough patch that I'm going through in my personal life has just had a bit of a knock on my work life. But hopefully that will turn around now that I'm starting to cope and deal with things in a much better way.
Oh, that's good. And just wanted to remind you that anything you do say is just highly confidential, so you haven't got to worry.
Thank you.
Just please come and talk to me if you need to talk to me about anything. So
Yeah.
we want to make sure your well-being is being looked after, and then we can try and resolve issues together.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I noticed in your notes that you feel sometimes that your work's a bit overwhelming, and often you just want a couple of minutes to yourself. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's right. It just feels, some days are better than other days. I have my good days and I have my bad days. But sometimes it just feels like I need to take 5 minutes out. I just get myself in a bit of a state. And I just feel like I'm trying to put on this face all the time, a brave face, and sometimes I just can't do that anymore. And I feel like I have to run away. I just feel like I want the world to open up and swallow me. I just feel like everybody's looking at me and expecting me to be able to keep this brave face on all day. And some days I can do that, but some days when I'm having a bad day, I just need to know that I can walk away if I need to and just take 5 minutes out and calm myself down, get myself back to reality, really, I suppose. And I think if I had the opportunity to be able to do that, I think it would have a more positive effect on my work, and then help me to meet the sales targets more, because I'd feel more relaxed, comfortable, I'd feel at ease, I suppose, that I could just walk off if I needed to.
Okay, well, we can definitely come up with a plan that will give you extra support. So maybe break your lunch hour up into 20-minute blocks, so then you've
Right.
got more frequent breaks where you feel like you can just have a bit of time to yourself.
Yeah, that would work.
But we can always try that out, and if it doesn't work, get together again and try and come up with another solution if you're still feeling the way you do.
Right,
So
yeah.
we'll definitely look at that. And
Oh, thank you.
and also, if I'll speak to the line manager and try and sort out some extra support for you. So when you do
Right.
feel like your work's overwhelming, there's always help there,
Yeah.
and people can help out and take a bit of the work off you so that it doesn't become overwhelming. Cause
Oh, that would be a big help, I'm sure. Thank you.
no, that's good.
If that could be arranged.
Definitely. No, we will definitely look into that, and we'll get together again and just go through if it's working out or if it's not, and we can
Right.
make changes as we go along.
Okay.
Okay, so, but on the overall, I'm very impressed with your work, especially your customer service ratings. Your colleagues have highlighted how good you are with your customers, and that both your line managers and colleagues have highlighted how good you are with your customers. You definitely work hard, and this hasn't gone unnoticed, so
thank
just
you.
wanted to tell you that.
Oh, that's nice to know.
So no, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, if we can move on to your other goal, gaining a better understanding of unresolved calls. If we can
Right,
go through
yeah,
your
of
notes,
course.
that'd be brilliant.
Well, I do think that I've definitely got more confident in dealing with different scenarios and different calls. I know when I've thought about it, and in my notes I've got the no call is the same, no situation is the same. everything's different. So I do feel like I am dealing with that quite well, and my confidence has been building rapidly. There are still some scenarios and situations that I think I'm not able to deal with. I suppose I feel I'm lacking experience in some way, and I feel like I could do with some additional training there, if that would at all be possible, just so that I can gain some more experience and I can feel confident knowing that I can deal with every scenario that I face with, rather than just 3/4 of them, I suppose.
No, of course. I definitely think you've come a long way since you first started with the company. You've definitely shown that you've developed in your role. But in regards to the training, this is definitely something we can arrange for you, and
Right.
we can again meet up together and talk about the different training options that there are, so we can find one that's more relevant to you, and that will